16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence is an international campaign held annually between the 25th of November and 10th of December to draw attention to violence against women and its linkages to other human rights violations. Incepted in 1991, the campaign adopts a global theme, and in 2012, the theme is From Peace in the Home to Peace in the World. Let's challenge militarism and end violence against women. In Kenya, the agency that took the mantle of propagating the campaign was the National Gender and Equality Commission, a constitutional entity mandated to promote gender equality and freedom from discrimination. The NGEC adapted the global theme of the campaign to the Kenyan context to reflect the need to promote peace in the forthcoming March 2013 general election. It thus changed the theme to Chagua Amani, Komesha Dhulma ya Kijinsia. Vote Peace, Stop Sexual Violence. The aim of the 16 Days campaign against gender violence is to raise awareness about gender-based violence as a human rights issue, strengthen local work around violence against women, provide a forum to develop and share principles for the eradication of gender-based violence, demonstrate the solidarity of activists around the world, and call governments to account, respond, protect, and prevent violence against women. Guided by these principles, the National Gender and Equality Commission launched a caravan at Uhuru Park in Nairobi on Monday, the 26th of November 2012, to traverse the country sensitizing Kenyans on the importance of gender equality as enshrined in the Constitution. Speaking at the launch of the caravan, the National Gender and Equality Commission chairperson Winfred Lichuma emphasized that women's rights are human rights.
It is a great moment for us in this country and for the National Gender and Equality Commission together with the partners as we flag off this very key caravan. As you are aware, yesterday we began to mark the 16 days of activism. These are 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, which is an international activity, and this activity was chosen specifically to begin to realize women's rights as human rights. Women's rights as human rights. Clearly, we know we run the 16 days from the 25th, and we will end on the 10th of December when we begin to mark the International Day of Human Rights. What we know is that it took the world so long to realize that women's rights were human rights. Clearly, we are here today to just reiterate that, and in between these 16 days, we know we'll be observing very key events also. We'll be observing the anniversary of the Montreal Massacre. We also will be marking the World AIDS Day. We believe that the forthcoming general election will be free of violence. Do you believe so? Yes, and the caravan will go around this country through the media. We will be moving from here all the way to Korogocho. And we chose Korogocho to do this launch because of the significant importance that we need to get to the mashinani. We need to speak to the men and women who are less fortunate amongst ourselves so that we get the message there. That we're not talking about peace about you and me, but we are talking about peace to everyone in this country, men and women, boys and girls. That we need to embrace peace because that is the only way to go. If Kenya needs to meet its MDG goals, the development goals, there is no way we're going to leave out any one gender amongst us.
She also spoke against gender violence meted on women in the run-up to the general election.
We know that the female gender has always experienced violence, especially around this time of elections. And we know that we have candidates who are out there already running. We've received complaints about violence that is meted to them because of their gender. And we are here to say we are saying no to violence and we are choosing peace.
The United Nations Populations Fund, a key partner in this campaign, renewed its commitment to ending gender violence that has undermined efforts towards human development.
Every day, women and girls face violence in the home, in communities, in conflicts, in aftermaths of national disasters. It is estimated that up to 70% of women, which is 7 out of every 10 women, experience some form of violence in their life. No human development goal can be achieved as long as women and girls continue to suffer from violence or live in fear of it.
The International Conference on the Great Lakes Region, an intergovernmental organization that strives to resolve conflicts in the Horn of Africa so as to promote peace and development, commended NGEC for convening the event. Its representatives said plans were at an advanced stage to have all 11 member states of ICGLR form commissions to deal with gender violence.
The Kenya Coordination Mechanism for the Great Lakes participated in ICGLR stakeholders meetings in Kampala early this year, where we mapped out strategies on the way forward with regard to the implementation of the provisions of the Kampala Declaration on SGBV. The outcome of that meeting indeed was a work plan giving guidelines on the steps that we require to follow at national levels within the time frame stipulated by the declaration. It is our hope that we will soon establish a national committee on the suppression and prevention of violence against women and children to oversee the implementation of the work plan at national level.
Several entertainment groups were on board to draw the attention of members of the public to the significance of the campaign.
No women, no nation. Hatufai kuwabagua kina mama katika bunge au mahali popote pale. Securities will be given to them and all finance to rehabilitate any form of the past misdeeds. So my dear friends, let's in solidarity join our hands together and fight back for peace, joy and harmony. Therefore, world peace, stop sexual violence to build a better case.
It was then time to flag off the caravan. The caravan then roved through the streets of Nairobi to Korogosho grounds for the main launch of the campaign against gender violence.
anaamka asubuhi na anafagia na anaimba wimbo kama amenitendea, Emmanueli amenitendea. Ujua bibi yako amefurahi. Wewe ni mwanaume, wewe ana respect. Wewe ni mwanaume. Lakini kama bibi yako anaamka asubuhi na ile wimbo anaimba ni useless. Wewe ni kifagio. Ama nakumbia. Ama naimba fanyia maombi. Wewe ni mwanaume, unafaa uchunguzwe kabisa. Ama bibi yako anaimba mbona. Hapana. Please, if you're a man, be a man enough, yeah? But, it's 16 days. Yes. This is the official launch. Yes.
Starting today, the 25th of November. Yes. Rolling down to the 10th of December. Yes. We'll be having this campaign. Tunasema,
16 days of what? Activism against gender violence. Against gender. Na hizo hata ni vitu aibu sana tukiongelea. Wewe ni mwanaume aina gani? Hata sijui story itaanzia wapi.
Leo ni siku muhimu na tungependa kuwaita Wakenya wote watazame ile tunaonelea ya kwamba lazima tuchague amani, tutunze wamama, tulinde wamama na tuondoshe mambo ya violence kwa wamama.